Hey everybody, I hope you guys are all doing okay. Welcome back to Let's Play Chronicon. In this episode, well, I've got a few things to show you. Number one, I did do some off-screening, as you can see by the number of mastery points that I have to spend. I've got, it's hard to read, but I think I've got 25. And I certainly had a lot fewer than 25 when I last left you. And the reason I had to do some off-screening is this. So, I really needed a second rune of Thundering Avatars. Why is that? It's because there's some changes I wanted to make to my build. I wanted to put a different rune on my armor, and in order to do that, I needed to move Thundering Avatars onto a different item. I can move it onto my boots. I've got Advancing Army on my boots. And then I can put Advancing Army on something else. I guess... You know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, I've completely forgotten what my plan was. Where was I gonna put Advancing Army? Oh no, now I remember. I was gonna use the Advancing Army boots to get that bonus just straight from the item. Then I was gonna put Thundering Avatars on it, thereby getting both of those on this item. That would free up a slot on my armor, and then I would put... What was I gonna put on my armor is the other question. I think I was gonna put... What was I gonna put? I think... Where did I put all this stuff? God, I've been farming so long, I have forgotten what the deal was. So, I was gonna put the thing that gives you the... Like, it sucks up mana to give you a shield. Spectral? No, not that. Oh, this one. No, not that one. It was called Vestige of Lost Souls. Am I losing my... Oh, no, oh, sorry. It was in my inventory the whole time. Okay, another thing, while I was farming, it took ages to get a second rune of Thundering Avatars, and in the end, the second rune that I got wasn't even from a proper drop. It was from transmuting the extra runes that I got. But along the way, I got all these other Templar runes as well. I'll just quickly hover over all of them. You can pause at any point if you want to read any of these. I'm sure some of them are going to be really useful for other builds, but for me, I'm committed to this minion-based build. We're just gonna keep it at that. One thing I'm gonna do though is I'm gonna check. So I just wanted to check whether the audio was recording okay. Suddenly I got paranoid about it for some reason. But yeah, got a second rune of this. Now one thing I want to do is I want to... Oh my god, I want to... Oh my god. I want to... I keep missing. Oh my god, I keep going past the runes. I want to deposit all of these other runes. Really, what I should be doing is putting all of the different runes in a different page. So, general rune, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, we can do this inventory management later. For now, I just need to bring out the equipment that I needed. Oh god, I do have the Advancing Army boots, right? Otherwise, Otherwise, this whole exercise is gonna come to a premature... And did I not set aside a second set of advancing army boots? Am I that dumb? Am I... Oh, did I accidentally sell them? I could have sworn. Could have sworn that we had a second set of advancing army boots. I must have put them in. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. I'm not crazy. You're crazy. Okay. So now I need to do this very carefully, because if I waste any of these runes, it's gonna be a bit of a bit of a pickle that we'll be in. So let's first of all, we can take a look at these guys. Well, let's equip those, and I'll hold on to those ones just in case. Let me grab a pair of boots, just a random pair of boots. Pathmakers. Are they all gold star? Yes, they are all gold star. And I will improve them. What was the recipe? Of the same... Hang on, what? Empower legendary, here we go. So let me put... oh my god. So let me put my boots that are not gold star. Let me throw in these extra gold, boots that I just had lying around. And I throw that in. And that has improved these advancing army boots to the same stats that those guys had. Next, I'm going to buff your main enchantment all the way. Hold left trigger to augment max. And that's gone... you know what, I'm even going to augment movement speed, because I like that. Hold left to augment max. It's gone all the way to 20, and I'm nice and speedy. Alright. Now I need to remove thundering avatars. And how do I do that? How do I do that? Oh yeah, I need the Rune Lord's Remorse item. Yeah, okay. Now we have those. We go back here. This is making me nervous because at any point I could mess things up badly. So let's throw down that. Throw down this. And this should give us the recipe, because this will be the first time that I've done this. There we go. Now... okay. Now I need to extract the rune from Vestige of Lost Souls. What was the recipe for that? I need a blank rune stone, right. I need a blank rune stone. Grab those. I'm gonna throw these back. Now go back to the transmutation table. There, need that. Need this, and I think just crowns is gonna give me the Lost Souls. That's a true legendary. And I do have space to I can equip one more true legendary. Okay, I just barely have enough. So now I want to put this on my armor. If I put that, and then I put some crowns, that should do it, I think. There we go, and that's given us... That's given us... not much of a shield. I guess we need to start boosting our max mana to get some value out of that. But one thing we can do just right off the bat is buff this. To the max. Hold left trigger to augment max. And how has that... Okay, that's given us a pretty nice boost to our maximum mana. Now to improve our damage, sorry, our defense. We are motivated to improve our maximum mana. But this should give us some nice bit of survivability. Some real nice survivability. One thing, hang on a second. Have I fucked up? Because, hang on a second. Hang on a second. I think I fucked up. I fucked up badly. Because this... Oh no. Okay, no, I haven't fucked up. No, what am I talking about? Because... I should explain. So it's not going to be that difficult to find another vestige of Lost Souls, which is what I'll need to do if I want to recreate this item. It'll be much more difficult to find another Thundering Avatar's rune, so this item is the one that needs to be the permanent final one. This one, it's okay if it's just a temporary one that we need to, you know, replace later on. Because I don't think it'll be that difficult to find another vestige of Lost Souls. In fact, do we not have extras of that lying around? Could have sworn we had extra vestiges, but maybe we just had the one. Do we not have... Yeah, we do have an extra one. In case we need to, in an emergency, craft this item again. So that's okay. That much is fine. That much is fine. So far, I'm doing this properly. Now we put this item on our boots. Now once again, I'm gonna have to raise this to the max. Hold right, max, augmented it all the way to 100. Good job, me. Resist all this tempting, but I will. I'll wait on that. I'll wait on that. Do we have anything on our amulet? Yes, we do. We have this. We have that. If we extracted Star of the Pure, and do we have an extra Star of the Pure? I don't know if we do. But Star of the Pure is a legendary item which increases your maximum mana. I think that's the one. If we have space, we could increase our maximum mana and give ourselves more defense. But that's something I'm gonna do just now. One final thing I'm gonna do This, I am going to freely admit that I got this idea from looking up builds. Otherwise, the thought probably wouldn't have crossed my mind because I'm less familiar with the types of enchantments that can roll on items. So this one is gonna increase damage to bleeding foes. I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna put it on my sword, and also on my sword I'm gonna roll it until it gives bleeding damage by default. So what does that mean? It means I'm gonna select my sword. What have I locked? I've unlocked just the base damage, and it's doing physical damage, give damage. Okay, hang on a second. Right trigger to show the codex. So bleeding damage is a purple enchantment. This enchantment I think is locked as this. This one we could roll as bleeding damage. So let me scramble it. Until we get bleed damage. Immediately we get bleed damage. And what else did we get? A magic find. Thorns? I don't really need. But we can min-max the rest of the enchantments later. What we're going to do is we're going to hold on to bleeding damage. And we're going to augment this to the max. I guess it doesn't matter if it's augmented to the max. As long as it is locked. Because it's not the amount of bleeding damage that's going to help us. It's the fact that if enemies are bleeding, we get damage multipliers on our other damage. I'm pretty sure that's where our damage is going to come from. Nevertheless, this is now locked. That we do bleed damage. And then we need to put blood scent on our sword. Okay, very, very complicated stuff. And that is a lesser rune. Great. Companions deal damage to bleeding foes. Okay. And we can put in another rune on it as well, but I'm going to figure out, see if we can find something else that synergizes well with this. Alright, so let's boost this one now. This is important. This needs to go as high as it possibly can. There we go. Now, I think we're gonna do pretty well. Ooh, oh, hang on. Let me. Does our ring have anything on it? Our ring doesn't have anything on it. But the thing that I would have put on it think is a true legendary that oh no, Ring of Pure Energies. This increases maximum mana. So what does Star of the Pure do? And we can't put the Ring of Pure Energies in any event because we are maxed out. As you can see to the left where it shows our equipped items, below that it says we have 3 out of 3 greater runes. So that's done. That is done. That is donezo. Now, let us see. Oh, well, before we do anything else, let's spend these. What am I doing? Oh, sorry. What did I do? What did I do? Hang on a second. I gave something to my creature. Man, come on. Like, some of the button assignments are like questionable. They're not as intuitive as you might think. But anyway, what was I gonna do? I was going to see which of my items still have runes that I can put on them. Now, I can still put a lesser rune on my sword, on my ring. And that's about it. Sword and ring. Because everything else already has runes on it. Good. So what I'll do is probably in between episodes I'll think about what else I can and can't put. And oh, also there's gonna be just one episode this weekend. I'll explain why at the end. But for now, I think... Oh yeah, this is what I was gonna do. I was gonna spend some of my points. There we go. Let's see. Spend some of these mastery points. What was I intending to spend on? Burning Conviction. Hang on. Damage elements. Expulsion? Are we using Expulsion? I hope. Maybe we are. Maybe we are. But for now, let's improve this tree, I guess. I'll take that. 5 points there. Five more points there. How many points do we have left? We have 4 points. Great. And great more tick rate for Holy Fire. And what does this do? Burning Conviction. Right. When we have 25 points, I will dump them. When we have 26 points, I'll dump them into these two things. Alright, now we are finally done. Oh, and for farming runes, I was basically just doing Mythic 1 anomalies over and over again, because you get one rune stone at the end. And then, if you've done 5 of them, and you haven't gotten the rune that you want, then you can take the 5 runes that you've gotten and change them into a different rune at the end of it all. What I want to do, though, is I want to do Endless Dungeon Anomalies, because that's where the fun is at. How far have we gotten in these? We can go pretty damn far. Pretty damn far. But let's start off at tier 15. And let's see how this goes. Right, because this could go well, or it could go badly. I don't know what our power is gonna be like. This is kind of... Huh. Am I missing something? Feels like we're not killing these guys quickly. Ooh my god. Hang on, something is amiss. Okay, let's spawn back in Tinker's Domain. What am I missing? What am I missing? Oh, hang on a second. I think I understand what's going on. So if I go back to regular dungeon anomalies, Mythic 15 is not the same as Tier 15. So let's quickly do Mythic 15. I think this is gonna be... It's gonna be a pretty easy one. What is going on? Am I... I've got my full set equipped. I've got my Cosmic Cape. This is converting maximum mana into damage. Maybe I don't want that. Maybe I want to just convert all the mana into the shield. What am I missing? I'm gonna have to put something Okay, so let's continue on with this dungeon anomaly. Alright. I think one mistake I was making is I was getting too much into the thick of things. I should remember that I'm not actually doing the damage. Oh my, fuck off. I hate these worms. That attack of theirs is really obnoxious. Am I missing something, or I feel like admittedly I have not played this game in a while, not since I started doing my farming, but could I have just completely forgotten in the space of like a week what the state of my character was, where my damage was coming from? Or was I always this fragile? Maybe I really was always this fragile, and I'm only just remembering it. And all the farming on lower levels has conditioned me to just feel like the game should be easy when in fact it isn't. And all these worms have way too much health. I've said it before and I'll say it again, and I'll probably say it hundreds of times just because they do have way too much health. Certain enemies in this game that just don't feel like they really should be having as much health as the game is trying to tell me that they do. Anyway, we've gotten this done. Now what else can I do that's gonna give me more damage? I'm not even sure. That's the that's the other part of it. I am not even sure what I can do that's gonna give me more damage. Well, I haven't started using gems yet. I haven't started using gems. I haven't been using elixirs either. That's one very obvious source of improving my character's build that I should be looking at. Beyond that, I mean, I think those are the main two things. I need to start using elixirs. I need to start socketing stuff into my items. What? Where's the... oh. Sometimes the exit can be hard to see on these bright, snowy maps. Now, what sort of nightmares are we gonna find in this realm? Easy. 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 Fuck off, dude. Oh, fuck off. Yeah. I don't even... Some of the... It's a game where its skill isn't gonna win you the level. What's gonna win you is whether your gear is good enough to survive. If your gear is good enough to survive, then nothing can kill you. If your gear isn't, then you can try to dodge, but there are patterns in this game where you are gonna get hit regardless. And if that hit just is has been predetermined to do more damage than you have health and shield and everything else, then you know there's not a lot that you can do. Alright. So I do have two. I have two runes that I can put, lesser runes that I can put. One on my sword, one on my fuck off, dude. Oh man. Okay. You know what? It was always gonna be hard getting back into this game after doing all that off-screen grinding. And maybe I could have dodged that, but like some of that stuff is just hard to see. Because the color contrast isn't always the best. Some of these bright attacks are... yeah, see, look at how bright some of that stuff is, these sides. I guess you can see the circle on the ground, maybe. But even that sometimes is difficult to see with all the all this bright stuff going on all around it. Anyway, let's not complain too much. Let's fuck off. Oh, fuck off, dude. Just stop throwing garbage on the ground. It's rude. Just let me through. Okay. Whoa, easy. Everybody just chill. Easy. Get wrecked. Alright. Oh, oh, fuck. What even hit me? Yeah, look at all of the different sources of damage that I got on the same second. Like, there's no way I was going to survive that. The only way I would survive that is by having enough health. And if the game decides that you don't have enough health, yeah, then, you know, there's not a lot you can do. Was I even on those sides? I dispute that. I refuse to acknowledge that I got hit by those because I saw those. I don't think I was on those sides. I don't think I was on those sides. Again, I don't think like, the game's telling me I took damage from these sides as well. I don't think I was on them. Oh my god, what a nightmare this is. Maybe this build just doesn't have what it takes. You know, sometimes you just gotta face difficult truths, hard facts. Maybe one hard fact is that it just doesn't have enough gas in the tank. Easy. Alright. Everybody just relax, calm down. Everybody's fine, everybody's okay. Easy. Alright, let me just run to the boss. And we cannot die against the boss, otherwise we will lose. What did I... Man, what? Fuck this, man. Uh, like, I don't see how I could have done anything different there. Anyway, before we just automatically sell everything. That's useless. I mean, this is summoning a companion. That's doing lightning damage, but I don't know if that's really going to synergize that much. That's not useful either. Cloud, yeah, I'm not really interested in those either. You know, I'm just going to sell all the stuff that we just picked up. Advanced Fleet Striders, do I need to keep these? I mean, I've put a rune into them. I'll put them in my personal stash, is what I will do. I'll move this down here. And I will sell all of this stuff. Let me drop this off here. These crafting materials, and now I'm gonna try this again. I don't really even want runestones, but what do I even want? What if I do Endless Dungeon Anomaly Tier 1? And compare that to Dungeon Anomaly Mythic 15. 213 million health. 220 million health. Well, I feel like we were doing Mythic Anomalies, endless Mythic Anomalies, and without that much of a problem. Like before I went and did my farming break. Oh my god, oh my god. Easy. Okay, okay. Let's everybody just calm down. Have I lost some like defensive capabilities? Because I don't know, maybe it's just that the game was always this unforgiving with this build, and that I just forgot because I spent a week farming for that second Thundering Avatar's rune. Oh, easy. Maybe that's probably it. I'm probably just misremembering how difficult the game was prior to this, and not appreciating that it was very easy to get killed, and that enemies were also not getting taken down very quickly. Alright. Oh my, fuck off. Oh man, like, why are they coming after me? I'm not doing anything. And can't really even tell when creatures are coming after me because of all the chaos on the screen and because I've got the map open and all of that other stuff. I get lost, dude. Yeah, we'll go to level 2. Oop. Whoa, easy. Oh, hang on a second. I haven't been using any of my... Fuck. Any of my active abilities. Maybe my active abilities are gonna help. Somehow. Because whatever I'm... Ooh, fuck off, dude. Why are they coming after me? What does left trigger do? It does that. What does Y do? It does that. Maybe my active abilities don't actually matter, and I'm just flattering myself. I think my avatars are casting or using abilities regardless of whether I myself am using them as well. So that's probably fine. Oh, easy. Easy. No, fuck these guys. Oh, easy. Easy, easy. Maybe this is just... Maybe the game is just tough for this build with the configuration that we have right now. I am not sure where we're gonna squeeze more damage out. There must be something we can do with these last 2 rune slots that we have. There must be something. There obviously is gonna be stuff that we can do by socketing things into our gear. But, that's gonna take a bit of thought, and I don't want to start stocking stuff until I also have my final set of equipment. Because I'm okay, waiting for another, vestige of lost souls to drop if I want to replace my armor later on. But these, fuck this. What even hit me? That's garbage. Oh, one thing to keep in mind is that, like, why are these guys so quick? So, when you die and spawn back, it takes a while for your mana shield to become active. And this is a long-ass realm that we've only done 12% off. What? See, this is what I'm talking about. What even killed me? Death recap. Stagger damage, holy damage, direct, holy damage direct. Yeah, okay, that was kind of garbage. One thing, let me just check. How long has this video been going? It's getting close to the 1 hour mark. So what I'll do is I will finish this anomaly, and then we'll wrap up this episode. See, look at this. How am I supposed to see those projectiles? Resistant. I assume those projectiles killed me. Oh yeah, he critical hit. Why not? Yeah, let's just give that guy a critical hit. Sure, that seems fair. Um. Anyway, let's go back. What? Man, what is this? What? Man, what? Did he set a trap or something? Whatever, whatever. Garbage, bunch of garbage. And the game's slowed down for some odd reason. I don't even have... Ah, fuck this. I don't even have my browser open. So I don't know what the game wants me to do to speed things up. I don't get it. I don't get it. This is this is Anomaly Tier 1 and we are getting our asses handed to us this conclusively. Like, do I need to just be like running back the entire time? Is that what the game is telling me? I am this weak. Even with a mana shield, I am this weak. It could... Okay. Clearly, I'm out of my depth. Don't know what more I can do with this build. Easy does it. Easy does it. Okay. We're making our way towards the boss. But... are we just gonna die instantly again? Regardless of what happens. Regardless of what happens. I am... like, we're gonna have to call it a video after we get to the boss, because it's been long enough. Maybe there's an elixir that gives us damage reduction. Maybe that could help us. Like, regular trash mobs are just killing us instantly. So how are we gonna how are we gonna make any sort of progress? I do not see us hitting tier 100 with with this character. Yep, that's expected, entirely expected. And see, like the automatic attacks that are triggering around me are making it so hard to see what's, my projectile and what's from an enemy. Very, very difficult. Yeah. This build, unless I'm missing something obvious, I don't see where I can take it. Oh, no. I wanna stay on this anomaly. 77. Yep, a single hit. A single hit was all it took. And they're not aggroing on my I don't understand. Like, some of these damage patterns are also hard to parse. Like, I just don't understand what's going on in the game that's causing this to happen. Like, okay, it's an explosive enemy. Okay, they've got some sort of area of effect. But, like, I'm sure the game. I'm sure the game has some sort of indication that, okay, this is the radius that's affected, but look at this in real time and tell me you can parse where it's safe to stand and where it isn't safe to stand. Are there like invisible enemies or something? I thought I saw something invisible. What? Fuck off. What keeps hitting me? Okay, we've opened up the door to the boss. Now we can run to the boss. So that's something. Oh, fuck off. These guys are... Okay, nobody else. Alright, now... Well, the important thing is... Don't die instantly. Just stay away from this thing. Run away, because I thought he was coming towards me. I had no idea what's going on. We've done damage to him. And we killed him. How we managed that? That I could not tell you. Okay, well, what do we get for our troubles? Well, first of all, we get to go home. And I get to sell some stuff. And let's take a look. Dancing Blades, useless. Soul Purger, do we need that? And these aren't even, I guess these are, uh, they're not true legendary items, but I was gonna say, oh, these aren't even, gold star items, but I think that only applies to, true legendary items. Okay, so what set items do we need? War gods, either the tome or the shield, and the thunder charged tome or the shield. Okay. Oh, and look at that, we found the war gods tome. So let's drop that in. And what do we do here? Thunder charged. Don't really need that. Or this. Or that. Or this. I'll hold on to this, I guess. Hang on. Wait a second. This would give us damage reduction. But then it's subtracted from mana. Is that better than this? It might be. It might be. But like, how much mana do we have is the question. I don't know if we have enough mana to really use it that way. Anyway, I think our beast has some stuff as well. Everything unique or lower can be sold. Rolling Thunder, are we using that? I don't know if we are. Alright. So let's sell these to you. I'm gonna hold on to Spirit Guard for now. One thing I'll do is, we beat tier 1. I'm gonna do one greater boss anomaly on tier 15. And I'm gonna see, like, is this... Like, is this also gonna be a complete bloodbath? Are we gonna get destroyed, or... Can we... Can we somehow... Ooh, easy. Can we somehow win? Oh, we've done, like, no damage to her. Oof. Yikes. Oh, no, I don't want to drown in blood. Luckily, these walls will block that damage. Any stray projectile that comes our way could potentially kill us. Okay. Oh, we killed her. I was so worried. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. I just wanted to get one more win before ending this episode. I'm not going to continue. I'm just going to go home. I'm just going to go home. Just going to go home. We're going to... Well, let's take a look at what we found. Oh, Star of the... Oh, here we go. This improves the strength of our absorption barriers. Okay. Static echoes. Hang on, let me just take a look at one thing. Do I have... Static repulse. Hang on. What is static echoes? What kind of rune is static echoes? It's a Templar rune. Okay. So do we have another one of those? And which type of which type of item does it go on? Static repulse, storming hammers. I do not have static echoes. Let me try one other thing. What if I took out a that Star of the Pure rune? Is it gonna only go on my amulet and nothing else? It can only go on the amulet. And now my question is, can I maybe move static echoes onto the ring? That way I can put Star of the Pure on the amulet and get more defense that way. Not sure how we're gonna manage that. Let me do one thing. How long have we been going? About an hour. You know what? I really should be ending off this episode, but you know what? Let's... we'll hold on to this stuff for now. Let's try to do a dungeon anomaly on Mythic 15. Let's try to do it. Oh, I've got to spend some I've got to spend some points first. But before I do any spending, I need to create a bit of a safe space in this realm, which I think we've done. Alright. So, let's increase the damage of Burning Conviction. Hopefully this helps us out quite a bit. Maybe, hopefully. Health regen and mana regen. That doesn't seem that useful. Are we using expulsion at all. Like, at all. We are using expulsion. Okay. We're using expulsion, which means this is gonna hopefully help us out as well. Okay, that's good. That's good. Are we doing more damage? I mean, we're taking a lot of damage. Are we doing more damage now that the conviction synergy is stronger? I don't know. But first of all, before we can do anything, we've got to win this realm. We've got to make it to the boss and then not die to the boss. But then also, if we somehow manage to beat the boss, we then will have to get lucky and find the rune that I'm looking for. Oh, fuck off. Oh. You know, one thing I could do is I could always go back to the video in which I did my initial crafting and read the rune description. Or I guess I could also look it up on the wiki. I'm sure the wiki will have this information as well. Like which rune can go on which object. So, maybe it's not gonna be that bad. Oh, easy, easy. Oh, easy. All kinds of garbage on the ground. Oh, lost my shield for a moment. Yeah, I think if we can fiddle things around that way, then it could be pretty good. What do I have on my helmet? Lifeguard is just damage reduction. And have I maxed out this bonus? The static echoes bonus on my amulet. I probably have, but might not hurt to just check that when we get back to base. Alright, almost done with floor 1. Yep, easy. There we go. There we go, there we go. You know what I think might have happened? I think on my previous episode, I wasn't doing tier 15 or tier anything. I think I was just doing regular the anomalies that are capped at mythic 15, and I was doing like excuse me. I think I was doing like mythic 6, mythic 7, which is a much lower level than this. And I think that's where the confusion was coming from. I took my break and then I mistakenly thought I was on tier 6, tier 7. No, I was nowhere near that. I'm gonna have to have a lot more damage before we have any chance of making that happen. God, it's so slow. It is so slow. and at the end of it, we might get instantly killed by the boss. So it's there's that tension as well. Oh my god. And while I've got you here, I'll explain why I'm going to be doing only one video this weekend. It's because earlier in the week, I hurt my right arm somehow. Not that badly, but I noticed it when I was working out earlier. And again, I don't think it's like an injury or anything, but I think I should give my, like, it's around the wrist area but a little further back. So I want to give my right arm a bit of rest. And I know sometimes playing on a controller, at least for me, if I've got any sort of funny thing going on with my arms or my hands, you know, like playing with controllers for long periods of time can sometimes make it not feel great. So I think I'm mostly fine, but I'm gonna err on the side of caution and not spend too much time gaming this weekend. But one episode I think is fine because I feel fine so far. But again, I just wanna stay on the safe side. God, this is so slow. Yeah, this build needs a bit of help to take it to the next level in terms of like damage. Alright, we're almost at 100% on only level 2. There we go, we're at 100. We're at 100, let's run. Oh, and we're far from the exit. Am I just gonna do a mad dash? Let's just do a mad dash and this is a horrible idea. This is an awful... We're gonna get killed way before I reach the exit. Oh, we made it. Okay. We did make it. Okay. Now we've got to clear this area. Easy. 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 One issue with our companions is that in order to get maximum damage out of them, I think they all need to be hitting the same target. I think they sometimes split up and divide their attention between multiple enemies, and I think that's been slowing down like our progress damaging our enemies. Oh my god, okay. This is excruciatingly slow, but at least we know that eventually we can kill things at Mythic 15 and Tier 1. And in fact, we did properly beat our Tier 1 Dungeon Anomaly. So there's that as well. God, only 33%. Okay, I've gone a bit quiet just because. Oh, fuck off, man! What? I was. I. I mean, if you're gonna get killed in this game, you're gonna get killed. You're not gonna somehow do crazy ninja dodges. The game is not gonna give you enough time to react. That's just something I've come to accept. Fuck off. I've run too deep. I've run too deep. Okay, there we go. We got our shield back. Alright. Okay. Okay, alright. There we go. Almost ready to leave. What the fuck off, man? What? There was nothing near me. There was nothing near me. I don't know what the game thinks. I don't know who the game thinks is trying to fool. There was nothing near me. Not a thing. Not a single thing. At all. Anyway, we're at 99%. Now we're at 100%, and now I'm just gonna leave. I'm gonna go for the boss. And I'm gonna hopefully not die immediately. I think we've done a lot of damage to this guy. Easy. Alright, Grom, you're dead. Fuck off. Okay. Alright. That's good. What do we get for our troubles? Well, let's leave first. Let's go home. Let's deposit any materials we might have picked up. Let's take a look at this stuff. Don't really need that. Don't really need that. Not really interested in that either. What about... no. 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 Don't really need that. I'm holding on to this. I mean, I could just give myself lightning damage on the ring, but I think we can do better than that. I think we needed the thunder charged tome, right? Yeah, we did. Okay, good. I want to collect one instance, like one full set of each of the, oh, what have I done? I want to collect one of each of these sets, and I think this is the final set. There we go. That's done. And before we end off... this is 25%. I'll wait until we have 25 points, then I'll just dump them all in here immediately. This is going to increase expulsion damage. That could help us, I guess. Chance to trigger expulsion could be good. All right. That could be nice as well. Anyway, one thing I want to check is, are there items that we have yet to find for the Templar? We do have one Templar true legendary, an accessory yet to find. See, this is a Templar item. That's a Warlock. We have that. And then we've got the seasonal items, which we didn't find. But you know what? We always have next Christmas to try that again. Ooh, and then there's a Templar offhand that we haven't found yet. 2 Templar offhands. Interesting. 3 Templar offhands. Wow. So we've got and a sword as well. We found this one. What does this do? Magic skills attack faster. All right. And then the rest of these are different classes. So before we can end this character for now, I do want to clear out some of these slots in the codex. There's one other thing that I noticed. There's this item that's just, it's an empty spot amid this page that is almost completely full, other than, you know, these mechanist items off to the left. And it is a crafted legendary helm. I'm gonna have to, in between episodes, I'm just gonna look up what this thing is, and then maybe we'll do this next week. But yeah, okay, so that is the plan. That is the plan. Ooh, and we are gonna get rid of that. I'm gonna bring these crowns on. Magnetic Flurry, don't need. We found another Thundering Avatars now that I no longer need this. It took me so long to find it the first time, and now the game just gives me another one. That's just RNG for you. Star of the Pure, I'm gonna hold on to this. I'm gonna hold on to that. I'm gonna drop these off. Here, I really wish the game would sort them by class and not just alphabetically. But you know what? That's fine for now. And let's drop this off as well. And these. And I think we're gonna call it good for this episode. Alright, what did we accomplish this episode? We fixed our build. It's not completely finished. We don't have any runes on our ring. We have one more rune to put on our sword. And then we've got sockets and, you know, gems to put on every single item. So there's a lot left to do to get our build from where it is right now to where hopefully we can take it however far we can. We also learned that it is very, very difficult to do Mythic 15, and especially if we go beyond Mythic 15 into the proper Endless Anomalies, where Tier 1 already starts you beyond Mythic 15. I started Tier 15 mistakenly, because I thought, Mythic 15, Tier 15, I got that mixed up. No, Tier 15 is so much more punishing than Mythic 15, because like as I mentioned, Tier 1 is already beyond Mythic 15. However, we did do an anomaly, that's a little bit difficult to say, on a Tier 1. It was brutal, it was a slog, but we got through it in the end, and we are on the board. We've completed one of these endless anomalies. I don't know if this build is going to be good enough to get anywhere near tier 100, but you know what? Tier 1 is fine. All I really want with this character for now is to collect all of the true legendary items and eventually have fully upgraded equipment, which is an attainable goal. So let's just keep it like that for now. Anyway, as I mentioned, I'm going to be doing only one episode this weekend, so it's, that's one reason why I was comfortable going a little bit longer with this episode. It's about an hour and a half, so, which is fine. Which is fine for a slightly longer episode when you're doing only one. And the reason why I only did one episode the previous weekend is because the rest of the time was spent grinding to get a second instance of that Thundering Avatars rune. And of course, now that I got that rune, the game will immediately give me the same rune again. Like, as soon as I no longer need it, the game gave it to me again. But that's okay. We might... It's good to have in case we want to somehow switch our build back. Like, if we want to move this rune... If we want to move this rune back to the armor and put something else on the boots, I don't see why we would, but if we wanted to, we could, now that we have another one of those runes. Another thing I wanted to check was... Is this maxed out? Greater augment cap is 12, right? This is maxed out, right? So that's the most we're gonna get out of that. Anyway, with all of this done, I think, as I mentioned, it is time to bring this episode to a close. Next weekend, I'll try to do 2 episodes, but we might limit it to just one, especially if for some reason I need to do off-screen grinding again. But the plan for next weekend, I think, is just gonna be to level up and put points into, this expulsion synergy and like rebuke, stuff like that, and try to get some sort of some improvements to our build that are hopefully going to help us push deeper into these endless anomalies. But for now, like I said, I think that is going to be all for this episode. Hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, it was a slog. Hope you weren't too put off by how frustrated I got when, just constantly dying the whole time. Sometimes that's going to happen like that, especially if your build is still kind of weak and there's a lot left to do to improve it. And you are seeing sort of in real time my thought process on any changes I make to the build. And hopefully that's entertaining, and hopefully you learn a little bit about what you can do in this game, what works well, what doesn't work so well. Time will tell how good this build gets in the end, but I feel like when I was at this point with the Warden, with the rapid fire build, I was already miles ahead. So I don't think that this build has the same potential as that one, but you never know. Maybe we'll put some rune on the sword or on our ring, or when we put in our socketed items, when we start using elixirs, something is gonna give us a huge power spike and carry us through. But for now, yeah, these are just my thoughts. And with that, I think we're gonna call it good for this episode. Once again, thank you so much for watching. Hope you had a good time, and I hope you'll join me for the next episode next week as well. And until then, take care.